Hello, everybody, and welcome to It Was Tuesday, the podcast that has replaced the Tuesday show and is now hosted solely by yours truly, Mr. James Chen. How's everybody going out there? Today, we're going to talk about patches. That's the discussion on hand. And if you're wondering what I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to talk about things about how I feel like patches should improve, how we need to do better with fighting game patches, and also, some interesting questions about frequency of patches, etc., and just kind of try to get some questions out there that maybe we want to think about a little bit more. But before we do that, last week, if you guys watched, hey, what's up, Daj Mahal? I did a stream where we looked over footage of Marissa Manon, as well as, DJ and Dalsum. Well, I said that they were probably going to release the JP Blanka footage pretty soon, and they have. So I'm going to go over that first today. So I'm going to go over that DJ and, the JP, two characters with two-letter names, basically. I'm going to go over the JP Blanka footage first in detail. Talk a little bit about things that are happening, that are coming up, that you probably want to be noted. But then after that, I'm going to just talk a little bit about patches and what I feel like needs to change, especially with fighting game patches and such. So let's just go ahead and get started over here. And let's just go over to the Blanka JP match. I did watch this very briefly, but I did not actually go over it in massive detail or look at it very carefully. I wanted to save a lot of that for this stream so we can figure out exactly what's going on especially with JP. So let's go ahead and take a look at the match here. If I can switch this over, if this is correct. Yes, it is all set up and ready to go. So let us go ahead and do this. We're going to go through a watch through real quick where I just let it rock. You get to hear everything and everything plays out. And then we will go through it in slow motion where I pause and rewind and I can basically examine a lot of the interesting things that are happening in the match. To Shadow Flare, trust me, we're all wondering when the next beta is. I'm wondering, I hope it's an open beta because then we can test the matchmaking server, flood the matchmaking server and see how that goes. But here we go. And again, shout outs to King Wiley for the continued subscription, over 3 years of subscribing now. So thank you very much. But let's go. Okay, let's just start the match with the perfect parry. Why not? So interesting. So we've already got a character with traps here. Again, back to the neutral. And that's one of the things about Street Fighter that will always, that I think that they want to try to maintain is the very careful neutral, as opposed to having games be completely crazy. So you'll still see a lot of this poking and this kind of neutral play in Street Fighter. Ow! What the hell? Dude, that was gross. Standard throw. Yeah, Tap 2 GG, I'm kind of right there with you right now. I'm so excited for this game, and just, God, I love the way JP fights too. He just looks so cool. What the hell was that? Okay, that requires a lot of slow motion because I have no idea what just happened in there. Yo, yeah, dude, what is happening here? Wait. I remember seeing that the first time and going like, I don't know what happened. I actually have no idea what happened. I'm gonna have to watch that again to try to figure out exactly what's going on, because that was very weird looking. that EX wake up reversal. Blanka-chan! I love how they turned Blanka-chan into like literally part of his game plan, his tool set. God, he bounces so far away, but yeah, there you see, it looks like install. Oh God, you are taking chip. Oh, this sucks. Extra block stun, yeah. Going into exhaustion, into burnout is never fun. Never fun. EX looks like. I love the fact that every round starts with the full EX. So it's, you know, you can just try to spend everything. You don't have to worry about the EX meter management. Yeah, Artful Axe in the chat says that every character looks fun to play, and I agree with that. This right there is the what the hell, one of the first what the hells that people highlighted on Twitter. We'll take a look at that in slow motion in just a second. I'm too far away for the electricity. Good anti-air. But yeah, you see, this obviously these players are very familiar with the game and have had a lot of time with it because it's developers. But you could see how much they use drive parry. And I know when, you know, most people were playing in beta, they were not using it very often. So that's another thing we're gonna have to look at, because JP is going in right now. Oh, no anti-air. I think he was charged too. Oh my God! With punish super death. Dude, a lot of the supers in this game are launch them into the air and then beat them up over there. There you go. That is the JP Blanka match over here. And again, there is a lot to look at in this match here. So let's actually take a look at this in slow motion over here. So we can actually just start dissecting some of the crazy stuff that's been going on here. First of all, I just want to state, as much as I have been praising this game for its animations and for its graphics and all that stuff, I'm not a fan of the new Blanka design. I'm not really a fan of them trying to turn him a little more gorilla-like. Because, I don't know, I've never gotten a sense that Blanka was very simian, you know, very, was more like a gorilla or anything like that. He was just always a monster to me. So, I mean, a lot of people have pointed out that that his facial structure definitely follows that more of a gorilla, and the way his arms are shaped and stuff. It feels more like, you know, gorilla walking on your hands kind of thing like that. And yeah, I'm not as big of a fan of that. JP, however, I think is really sick. Again, I mentioned this. I love the way that Marissa, you know, I talked about last week with all the force behind her attacks, and then Manon is all twirly and stuff. I like the way JP seems like he's just trying to fight you with as little effort required possible. So I love the behind the back and just fighting with one hand kind of thing, you know. And, you know, if you guys have actually watched any of those Abby tutorials out there, which, you know, he goes into a bunch of like the fighting game animations. He was really harsh on Injustice animations. He's got a lot of really cool videos out there about that. He was really down on what's his face, on Darkseid's animations of his hands being behind his back the whole time, but he never has them leave. They're like pasted behind his back, so when he jumps it looks really awkward, etc. It just looks really weird. So I'm glad that JP doesn't have that problem. I don't think he has that problem at all. I think he looks really good, and I think that they really did a good job with him. So, oh yeah, the Blanka stage is rehashed for sure. I mean, I think it's probably because they didn't remake it in 5, and they were just like, this is our chance to really make it look cool. So I'm okay with them doing that, you know, trying to make it look a little more fluid and such. But here we go. Let's take a look at this match over here. Again, for those people who aren't aware, I mentioned this last time, the little asterisks at the bottom of the name over here, I assume are the player names that you can actually censor or just hide for replay purposes. So that way, if for social media, when people are putting up stuff, you don't have to draw the black bar over the names on your replays and stuff like that. So I think that's actually really cool. It's going to really help content creators a little bit. And then of to note, Blanka has a Blanka-chan meter. I don't know what this means. I don't know if he's limited to this in the game, in the round, whatever. I don't know if he can reload. We'll see how it goes. I mean, that's the thing, Subatar. Like, a hand behind the back could have looked a lot better. It looks fine kind of when he's standing there, but when he jumps around, it looks really weird. Like, even, yes, I get it. You want to look like you're not using any effort for anything like that, but when he jumps, it just looks like he floats, and it's just very bizarre looking. Anyways, the abitorial thing explains it better than I could, so check that out if you guys can. But here we go. All right, so starting, like I said, with the footsies, and I don't think they want to change this. So that's obviously jumping heavy punch, but we start with a perfect parry. Again, perfect parry's only 2-frame window, so very hard to do, but that lets him punish the landing, as you can see, punish counter. So probably going to be the same as all Street Fighter games. If you use a move in the air, you have landing frames that are punishable. So here we go. Standard combo here. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that's a 2-hit move or if that's actually 2 buttons right here. 1, 2. That might just be a 2-hit move. But cancel into this cane swipe here that we see. Oh, but you know what's interesting about this, though? Look at this. Look at the way he does this. Look what arm is behind his back. And then when he does the cane swipe, he actually switches hands. That's actually kind of neat. I didn't notice this at first, but boom, boom. He grabs the staff with his other hand, hits you with it, and then puts it back, and then his other hand can go behind his back like that. I think that's actually kind of neat. And then he sets up a trap. So this character is a trap character. We don't know if this is more for setting up traps and then using them to get in, or if he can actually play more zoning style with these, or he can do both. So I'm really curious to see how these are going to play out, because we'll see different versions of this. His fireballs are really interesting. And then the EX one shoots out 2 traps. But as you can see, it looks like it's timer based over here. Boom. It just triggers. It looks like it just triggers when it feels like it. But he also has pseudo Nikali ground poundish projectile over here, attacking from a full screen away by sticking his cane into the ground, by the way. Look at him. Like, he slams his cane into the ground, and that's how he shoots out the little psycho power thing over there, which is really neat. But yeah, he's definitely got some trap stuff now. But look at this, the EX Blanka ball, projectile invul. Right there, right through there, and then smack. And the EX one's going to keep rolling forward. And also I want you to notice too that when Blanka hits him, the projectile goes away. So he's going to be a little bit like Laura, that when he gets hit, the projectile actually goes away. So pow, like that, and he gets a juggle here into the up ball. Now, one of the tricky things here is that we still haven't been able to tell if he's an instant character or if he's a charge character. But looking at that sequence right there, Blanka never lets go of back. I think it's going to be a charge. But also, if you notice something about Blanka's EX Blanka ball, there's a little bit of more startup to it. See, he's already glowing yellow before he starts Blanka balling. So this is actually kind of nice, because Blanka ball being super fast is kind of what made the move really hard to balance. So by slowing it down, I think you can do a little bit more balance wise to it. But he hits, goes through, gets the up ball. That's what I'm assuming that is the up ball. I'm going to assume that's still a charge move. And then it looks like he still has the surprise forward that he's always had. So up ball, surprise forward, or that's a dash. I'll have to see if we ever see a dash animation. The standing medium kick looks really cool now. I mean, he's always had this looking kick, but the fact that he actually goes completely into the air with his hand on the ground and he's bouncing on his hand, kind of neat looking twist to the animation. I kind of like it. But again, just not a fan of the very gorilla look to the face, to be honest. So here comes JP poking back here. They're just poking at each other here. Swing it away. But yeah, Blanka looks like he's trying to stay charged. And here we go. So we have the first fireball thrown out here by JP that he gets to throw out here. And if you look, this looks like a mid fireball. And again, people are speculating. It's obviously a figure, right? Head, hand reaching out, etc., etc. It looks less like it here, but people were saying during some of the early footage, it looked like it was M. Bison who was coming out. Looks less like it here, so I don't know if they've changed the graphic or something else is going to change, but it's definitely human. And, you know, in his speech, he definitely has a little bit to do with Shadaloo, so that is why people are thinking that. But it's a mid-fireball, very short-ranged mid-fireball. And I think that's important to see here. We saw a drive parry here, and now he throws out the ground spike again. And here we go. He throws out another one, but now notice that this is a different-looking fireball. This is a different looking fireball. Just wants a hug. Oh, we'll see it hug later on. We will see it hug later on. But this one is a 2-hit fireball. See that it reaches out here. And then it swipes here and hits. And then it does it again and gets a second swipe. Now, this one definitely has maybe a slight more M. Bison-y look to it if you really stretch your imagination. Like, it looks like maybe these are like the shoulder pads or something like that. But, you know, like I said, if you want it hard enough, you'll probably be able to see it. But right now, it just looks like spirits. But a 2-hit one that goes much farther. And then he gets to juggle with the ground spike. So here we go, pow, pow, juggle, confirm with the ground spike. And then sets up a trap right away. And, oh, and you can teleport to the trap. So once you set the trap, apparently it'll trigger and shoot out a spike, or you can teleport to it and attack right away. And we see a drive parry from Blanka. Takes the throw. And there we go. Important to see that he's got 3 different distances maybe on the ground spike. So all the ground spikes have been full screen, but here he throws out a very close range ground spike over here. And then the back step rolling from Blanka we've seen before. Drive parry again. And again, doesn't change the frame data, but, you know, let me see. No, that's Blanka's side. Well, take a look at JP's meter over here. Take a, so far, oh, do the Blanka Chans recharge? I don't know yet, Straw Hat Rain. We'll take a look in just a second. But what I want to see this is look at how much drive gauge that JP has here. When he drive parries a move, look how much he gained. He gained a whole block. He gained a whole block. So again, this is one of the reasons why these players drive parry a lot, because ping, look at that. A full block gained from drive parrying here. So again, it doesn't change the frame data. Now, if the rolling Blanka ball is plus on block again, that's why JP didn't do anything. But even in situations where it's going to be plus on block, maybe you do it, stay close, because he's going to stay close no matter what anyway. But drive parries are going to become very, very useful. And so interestingly enough, JP attacking after the electricity. Electricity may not be plus, and that might just be knowledge from the players. We don't know yet. We'll find out as we go. But back to the footsies over here. Both of them swinging around. There's that crouching heavy punch. Catches him before he jumps, and here we go. Throws out another one, and we see the drive parry here, and I think it's the same double one we saw earlier. But we're definitely going to, there's so many varieties here, and I don't think we're going to see all of them here. We've seen a bunch of them in different situations. But here we go, swipey, swipey again. Yeah, it just looks like, it actually looks like Omen from Killer Instinct. That's actually what it looks like. It looks like Omen from Killer Instinct. And then he sets out a trap while he's blocked. Sets out, look at that sequence, dude. Here we go. Block, block, sets out a trap, low, and then the trap still triggers over there. He sets out another low. So that one seems to be the third range of the lows right there. So yeah, the low trap thing can definitely have multiple levels. There's that quick, fast, like probably the light punch version of the fireball that just comes out like that. This is interesting right here. This is really interesting. I don't know what button this is, forward heavy kick or something like that, or if this is a special move. Whatever it is, I love the posing. I love the way he uses the cane for balance and to make his life a little bit easier. But most importantly, this is a knockdown. And not even a forced knockdown. So there wasn't a counter hit. We saw last week that there's a forced knockdown when things knock down when they're not supposed to because they're counter hits or something. But we see none of that information. Blanka did nothing. He just got hit. Drive rush cancel over here. And JP actually gets the full juggle off of that with the 2 hit. Is that an EX that he did? No, that's just regular. That's not even EX, and he still gets a wall bounce off of this? And so he sends out the little ghosty thing. Now there, okay, I think that ghosty thing is the overhead one. I'm pretty sure he's got that short range light one. He's got the double swipey far one. And now we're going to see the overhead one, because look at the way that this spirit comes out and goes all the way over and then only swipes down. Pretty sure that's going to be an overhead, but it launches as an anti-air. And look at this. He juggled. Dude, he's got full screen combos, dude. Let's take a look at this anti-air combo in full here. Drive rush, attack, bam, bam, wall bounce. Enough time to send out overhead, dude, and then low spike for a 6-hit combo. How much damage did that do? Dude, it's such a sick combo. Look at that. Look at this damage here. It's really nice. Look at that. Sets up another trap. So Blanka balls forward. Now, here's something really interesting. Drive parries cause you to be pushed back less. So I would imagine drive parrying a Blanka ball lets you punish it a little bit easier. Look how far Blanka bounces back. Dude, he is way the F back there now. He went way the fuck back there. And so, like, I don't think Blanka's Blanka ball is going to be punishable anymore except for exceptionally fast and far moves. Like, Blanka might actually be able to just attack with Blanka balls more often. Even on a drive parry, Blanka still lands this far away and looks very difficult to punish. Now, let's see when JP recovers from the block stun. So about right there, he recovers and Blanka's still landing, but he's hella far. So Blanka balls, I think, are going to be way safer than they've ever been. And I think that's kind of neat, actually. But he went right into the trap, unfortunately. Block, trap, and then he throws out the other one. 2 drive parries. Blanka ball's going to be like Dolphin. Don't say that, King Wiley. Don't say that. Yeah, and he parried really fast on landing as well. Whoop, ping, ping. All right, and then he jumps over the light fireball. Too far away, I think he thought to do anything. Poking with his normals again. JP backing off. So JP definitely looks like he's going to be maybe a little bit more zony. Oh, the air-to-air. Blanka got the counter hit. Now, interestingly enough, this was not a forced knockdown. I know we've seen counter hits out of the air cause forced knockdowns before. I'm not sure why it didn't here. Maybe counter hits don't, but maybe punish counters do. That might be the situation, so we'll find out more as the game comes out. Here we go. Bite, bitey, bite, bite, bite. Kickity. Oh no, he doesn't kick off. He just lets them fall and jumps off. Yeah, he just kind of shoves them down. Drive rush. Now, we've seen this a million times. Knockdown, drive rush forward to get some offense going. What's up, Zenzet? Hello to the chat. Hello to the stream. And then that's probably plus. So you see him take his turn, walk forward. Now, I don't think that this was a true block string. I think that's why he got hit. In between this, he tried to do something, got counter hit, got knocked down. And again, that gorilla walk on Blanka, not a fan of that, but here he goes. There's that drive parry again, and JP once again looking as calm as ever, gets counter hit. Okay, the low, but no confirm, but that looked like crouching light kick. So, or maybe, but whatever the case is, we haven't seen it cancel or anything like that yet. Swinging away, trying to stop Blanka from advancing forward. There's a nice little kick right there. But again, look how far away he is, and JP only just started standing up. So that Blanka ball seems hella safe. And there we go again. The EX to blow up the fireball. EX up ball now to get as much damage as possible. And then, see this end of the round here, I have no idea what's going on here. What is this move? He has an EX parry? Does he have an EX parry? And yes, the snake has definitely gotten a lot bigger. I mean, there's been a few years. The snake has had a chance to grow. Trust in me, just in me. Close your eyes and trust in me. Hold still, please. I like the fact that he's got all of his watermelons here as well. But here we go. And he's got the Blanka-chan on his butt. Do you see the Blanka-chan hanging off of his pants? Blanka-chan is just chilling there, hanging off his ass over there. Okay, so what happened here? What is that? Like, it looked like a super because it triggered a special animation, and he goes, and like something happens here. What? I don't get it at all. So he spends bar for an EX, it triggers something, and he goes, but nothing happens. He gains sparks around him? He gains like a soul satellite. Yeah, he gains like freaking Gucci belt. He becomes freaking Virgil. He parries, and look at that. He gets little satellites going around him. And then, what is that? What is happening here? Like a normal button, like, so he does this, he powers up, and it looks like he has two sparks, one that's spinning around him, and one that's just sitting there in front of him that starts to launch forward. I don't think it has anything to do with that punch right there, but it like the parry turns into projectiles that hit in delayed timing. So the jab punch, and then here's this one hitting Blanka, and then, oh no, the one in back hit Blanka. Dude, I have no idea what's going on. But whatever the case is, JP jumps over Blanka so that the second one hits as a cross-up. And as you can see, there's a big old spike back there. Dude, this move makes no sense to me right now. I can't wait to see what this move does. And then he misses the juggle there. I guess you can get a juggle, but he was too close. Oh, patience, waiting. Drive rush cancel, goes into burnout. This is dangerous. Bringing burnout is not good. Oh, get your Blanka ball out of here. I don't think we've ever seen a parry generate any sort of projectile or anything like that. So that's definitely new. Oh, and see, okay, what in the world happened here? I don't even know. So he walks up here, he swings, and he misses, but then the second hit comes down, and then he cancels the second hit into his level 2 super. But Blanka has armor. So Blanka has armor here on the EX, but he absorbs the second hit. But JP cancels the second hit into a super. Check out his super meter down here. Into a level 2. So he activates this super, and he does blammo, but it's an install super. Okay, what move is Blanka doing? Blanka absorbed something, and now he comes out of there with a kick? Is that the EX Blanka, the roll? Is this EX Rainbow roll? Does he just do a kick, or does he have a new move? Or is that a drive impact? It's a drive impact. Oh, okay, okay. That's what that is. That's what his drive impact looks like. Right, right. You're right, Solanero and Zenzet. You guys are right, Zenzet. This is definitely his drive impact because it has all the paint splotches out behind it and everything like that. Okay, okay. So he wakes up drive impacts. So he comes over here, blocks it, but then he's like, I don't care what happens here. Okay, so there's something behind JP now. There's this big flame behind him, and then the flame looks like it gets triggered and explodes and hits Blanka. But now there's another one generating in the sky or something. Look, there's more. Look how many traps there are. There's one up here, there's one over here, and there's one over there. So his level 2 install just generates traps on the screen. And so one of them blows up and he bounces backwards. I don't know why. Oh, that was from blocking the drive impact. So he blocks the drive impact, gets pushed back like normal, but Blanka gets hit by one explosion and then a second explosion. So he gets hit by a second explosion. Look, it's not even an explosion. It's a dude. Dude is reaching out. Omen from Killer Instinct is actually reaching out and hitting Blanka. Look at this. Can he control this? Is it like Manat that he gets to pick which buttons attack? God, I have so many questions. I have so many questions about JP. I don't know what he's doing. But Blanka died. Oh, yeah. Did you see it? Did you see them all? Did you see them all? So here we go. That first one is a ghost. You can actually see the ghost sliding forward. See? It launches that ghost, so it might just be timed, but you can see the ghost claw right here come forward and hit Blanka. And then the next one come down and hit Blanka. And then after he dies, you see the other ones trigger. But it is a very weird order because here comes the one from behind, claw swipey, and then from the sky, claw swipey. Yeah, JP does seem kind of complicated, but what's cool about it, again, is I feel like this really opens up the potential for players to really be unique with these characters. And I'm excited about that. And see, even in his win pose, JP can't be bothered to exude much effort. Look at his win pose. He's just like, yep, I'm really good. You had no chance to defeat me. That's it. That's it. He's just better than you. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you'll definitely be able to mix people off that, especially if you can launch more ghosts while those ghosty ghosts are attacking you, and then he could just basically ghost you all day. Or maybe traps to teleport to them. Yeah, you're right. So Blanka with the Blanka ball, again, landing far away. JP player doesn't even try to punish it, so that's important. But here we go. Low spiky spike again. EX Blanka ball. The EX Blanka ball, if you notice, lands closer. So the EX Blanka ball might be more punishable for some characters depending on the character itself. Look at this. Yeah, Jushen, this game is looking amazing. But it looks like the frame data is about the same, so I don't know if you could punish it. But here he goes, jumps forward, gets the combo, bam, into electricity, dashes up to get pressure. He looks like he's plus after that, boom. So this, yeah, see, this is what the dash looks like. So what we saw earlier was definitely the surprise leap forward. This is just the dash right here. Goes for pressure, pressure into electricity, and then bitesy bites. JP tastes delicious. And then here we go, pressure again. Remember, very different than Street Fighter V, but regular throws into dash seem to give characters plus frames. Whereas in Street Fighter V, they wanted to reduce the ability for you to get throw loops. In this game, it's like they don't care. They're like, throw loop away. Throw loop away, man. Go ahead. Because characters literally have throw loops when they get you in the corner. So not sure what the philosophy changes and why they feel like that's not as potent as it was before. Maybe because the shimmies are harder or something. I don't know. But throw loops are in this game and they're very, very intimidating and very powerful. So he goes for a shimmy. JP gets out of there, has a cross up with his jump medium kick. Now he gets his throw. And again, little effort. I like the way that he throws you with one arm. But the good thing about it is that his weight still shifts. So even though he has one arm behind his back, and it would look weird if he just moved this arm without moving his chest, he actually leans forward and leans back. So like you can see him lean forward here when he does, see how he leans like that and kind of like shifts into it and then pulls back a little bit and even twists his upper body so it doesn't look as awkward, and then bam, stabs you with the cane. Sick throw animation. Looked like stand heavy kick, counter hit, got the 2 hits. Drive rush in there. Maybe throw loops are in there so they can patch them out later and tell us the game is even better now. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think it's, right now I don't mind it because I think it makes the offense a little nicer as well. And EX up ball seems like to be the wake up option for Blanka. And then he grabbed, finally we see Blanka tossing out a Blanka Chan over here. And yep, sure enough, we see his Blanka Chan meter go down from 3 to 2. So there's definitely some sort of resource limit here. Jumps over that, activates electricity, but did you notice something? There are no whiff buttons in the air, no whiff buttons on the ground, and he does an electricity. Is electricity no longer rapid fire? Is electricity like DP plus punch or something? Or is it just like fireball? Because you even see him walk up a little bit too, right? He walks forward a little bit. So it might just be quarter circle forward. So like you see him land here and then see how he walks and then goes into crouch. That looks like a DP animation to me. It looks like he hit forward, started walking, going into crouch. And then that's how he did it into DP like that. So I think it's actually a DP motion to do electricity. But yeah, he charges Blanka Chan and now here comes Blanka Chan. Me, coming at you. Blanka Chan, and he goes for the drive parry. He blocks Blanka Chan, and then Blanka Chan just promptly falls off the face of the earth. Look at this. Bonk. Just out of there. Well, he hopped a little bit, but a lot of them were canceled, so you can't tell by the cancel. It looks like he hops, like, it looks like he moves. I don't know, Maybe that is just part of the electricity startup. You're right. It could be PC Genjin. It could be. So I don't know what the motion is. Maybe they just changed it to Zangief Lariat. You just hit all 3 punches and he electricities. But yeah, look at Blanka Chan. You can see Blanka Chan down here just flying off the screen. All right, tries to go for a throw, but he was still in block stun. Thanks to Blanka Chan, actually. Yeah, he was trying to throw him before Blanka Chan hit. And there's his back throw again. Very smooth style animation here. See, he's like doing that kind of like, you know, I don't know what fighting style it is, but he's just like bending your arm and forcing you into really, really painful, awkward positions so that he has that much more access to be able to toss you a little bit easier. I mean, I like piano inputs because they're different and unique, but I get why you'd want to get rid of them, right? Just give people access to the moves whenever you can. But yeah, he uses both arms in this throw. Oh, do you see that? He gets you, look which arm he gets you at. So he gets you with his right arm, twists you around like this. Oh, he actually lets go of the stick after he twists you up. Look, he ties you up like this with his stick, lets go, and then re-grabs the stick. and then throws you down. Right, those Steven Seagal exhibitions. Oh my God. And here we go, the EX trap. So now there's the EX trap, there's two here, and he tries to do a ground thing to trap him on the other side of the screen, but guess what? I've got Blanka balls, and then the up ball over here, hit again. All right, try to jump away with an air-to-air too far away, and here we go, Blanka with the install super. So Blanka's install super looks like it is his V-trigger, because he just goes in the Blanka ball here, standard. Oh, tries to rock. So that might have been a mischarge. That might have been he thought he was charged up and tried to Blanka ball again, and he missed. So this might actually be evidence that he's a charge character still, that he just tried to do a Blanka ball and messed up, and then gets back and charges and now does a Blanka ball. And if you look, it's all electrocuted, and then he has the ability to do this thing again. So his V-Trigger 2 install, his super install seems like his V-Trigger 2, and definitely plus. And now you are in trouble, because you have gone into burnout here. Here we go, burnout, and look at the chip damage now from the burnout. Bap, look at that, look at the chip damage. And then the follow-up chip damage. And then he goes up for the throw. I don't know what you mean, DJ Blues. What you're referring to in particular. All right, here we go. Standing medium kick. Oh my God. When he installs supers, he can walk up and Blanka ball. It might be like Necalli and M. Bison's V-Trigger, where when you activate it, you don't need to charge, only on cancels. Only on cancels. So he walks up, medium kick into Blanka ball. So that might be one of those things like M. Bison V-Trigger 1, Necalli V-Triggers, that when you activate it, as long as you're canceling a move, you don't need to charge anymore. So walk up, Blanka ball, follow up, more chip damage, just poking away here, gets the hit into the electricity, and Blanka takes round number 2. And again, very gorilla-like. Even the win pose with the pounding of the chest, it's all very gorilla-like. I'm not sure why they decided to turn him into a gorilla character. I always just like Blanka being a monster. Yeah, Rick the DJ medley. I agree that both these characters look annoying to deal with, but we can say the same thing about Dalsum and DJ and Manon and Marissa so far, which is fantastic, which is great, great. Well, thank you, DJ Blues. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate that. All right, so here we go. Starts with the EX, 2 hits, blap, blap. And then here we go, the single swipe. So we've seen the short range swipe, we've seen a double swipe, and now here's the mid-range swipe over here. But they've all been mids so far. They've all been mids. We definitely saw one that looked like an overhead, but that might be the same one as this one right here. This might be the same one, because he kind of does. I swear the one that he did in the combo looked more like a top down. This one still looks more sideways. So I feel like the other one was an overhead fireball, but not, yeah, Okinus is even saying it looks different. So it's not just me, that they definitely look different from each other. So here we go, boom, like this, and then set up a close trap. Set up a close trap, which now makes it scarier for you to approach. And he pulls out a Blanka, and oh yeah, very important, between rounds, he's reset to 3. So yeah, so he had 2 rounds start, 3 Blanka chance. So every round it resets to the default amount. So he gets 3 Blanka chans here. He tries to use one here. Now, important to note, he's pulling out and it goes to 2. It goes to 2 before the Blanka gets a chance to do anything here. So if we see here, so he's pulling Blanka out, and let's see here. Yep, gets the 2 right there. So before he's even let go of Blanka, so if you get hit out the very, very startup of it, you get to keep the Blanka Chan. But if you get hit late enough out of it, you lose the Blanka Chan. So you can see Blanka just lost the Blanka Chan here. He gets nothing out of the Blanka Chan. Here we go. Yeah, DJ Blues, it comes from playing too many fighting games. You just kind of look at it and you're just kind of like, yeah, pretty sure that's what this is. His face looking at the Blanka Chan. Oh, Blanka Chan. That's hilarious, dude. Oh, and then just gets shot. Here we go. The trap ejects, throws out another one of those. There's the surprise forward. 2 surprise forwards in a row. JP didn't stop him. There's electricity. Not as much of a hop forward, but definitely a little bit of a hop forward on the electricity. Boom. But maybe that's because it's the light one or something like that. But it does look similar to the little forward motion last time. So that's probably just built into the electricity. Zoning with the neutral jump. Wow, look at that. Look at the length of that move, dude. The move looks really good in neutral jump. Cross up. And now the throw. Yeah, not sure if he can refill the Blanka Chan. So far, we haven't seen any evidence of that yet. Low forward electricity. Drive cancel to get offensive over here. And more parries to build some meter back. And this is the one right here. Is this just a count? No, this is a punish counter. If the Blanka ball hits you as a punish counter, you get knocked back into a sliding and the tumbling animation. But that's all continuable by a combo, because then Blanka's like, yeah, you know what? Drive rush, use the momentum of that to make my slide go even farther. And he gets a 2-hit combo. Look at the damage on that. That's not bad damage, dude. If you have a full bar, why not spend the 3 bars? Oh, boom. Actually, no, that's only 1 bar because it's not a cancel. It's not even a drive rush cancel. So he only just spends the 1 bar for doing the parry into the dash, and he gets that for literally 1 block. He gets the 2-hit combo over here. Yeah, they've gotten rid of mash throws a long time ago, Dodge Mahal. But yeah, look at that. Full screen combo there off the punish counter Blanka ball. Okay, so that was that the quick hand right here? Let's see. Attack into the quick hand. Yeah, I think that's the quick hand right there. It looks like if they're not in range, it comes over, just shoots out and does nothing. But if they're in range, they actually claw. Because all the other times we've seen the light fireball, it just seems to come out and go away. And again, I'm assuming that's light, medium, and heavy and stuff like that. See, there's the light one again. And this time there was no swipe, right? Yeah, see how it comes out? And he's like, I will, oh, you're too far away. And that's it. Nothing. No swipe at all. So there it is. No swipe at all again. And here comes JP with doing some massive zoning over here. Love the Blanka ball to get in a little bit closer here. Oh, is that Blanka's mom in the background? I think that's Blanka's mom. Yeah, Blanka's mom is just chilling back here. If we can cancel slide into super, oh my God. That'd be terrifying, actually. Oh, man. Dude, being able to EX Blanka ball through projectiles is terrifying. Oh, no, you can't do 3 lights into electricity. Too many. But I wonder, was this him trying to mash it? Like, maybe you can activate it still by mashing. Maybe still by mashing. So it looked like maybe he didn't mash fast enough. I mean, from what we can tell so far, Rick, the DJ, it seems like JP's inputs are instant. There doesn't seem like there's going to be anything that's not going to be instant over here. So we go poking at each other, hits him with the standing medium kick, gets the jump. Nice anti-air, but if you notice, counter hit, no knockdown though, like that one lunging kick. That lunging kick over there, but he's still able to cancel it. As you can see over here, cancels it into fireball. And see, that's the one that looks like an overhead, right? That one looks different. The swipe looks different. See how the swipe is coming from top like this? So far what we've seen, we've got the light fireball, the medium one that goes far, the heavy one that attacks twice. theoretically. And then he has an alternate set of these fireballs, which one looks like it's an overhead, right? Because that, like, it not only swipes from up to down, you also see the ghost itself move down. Like, none of the other ones had the ghost actually shift the vertical height, but this one comes down and claws and the whole thing moves down. So pretty sure that's an overhead. So I'm pretty sure he has an overhead fireball, and I don't think we see it, but I'm pretty sure he has a low fireball as well. So he might have 6 varieties of fireball. I've only talked about 5, but I believe we'll see the 6th one in just a second here. Zoning tries to drive parry it, reaching out there with the sweep. So that's the regular, that's the heavy one that swipes twice, and then into the low one right there. But as you can see, all Blanka is doing here is drive parrying. But remember, when you drive parry a projectile, you do not gain a bar. So you can see right here, he drive parries. He literally he zeroes out on what he spent and what he gained. So we saw that before with the drive parry, you gain a whole block. But what we'll see here is that Blanka, literally right before he gets hit, he activates it, and see, it drains half the bar. And then he drive parries, and it only gives him back what he lost. So it only gave him back what he lost. Now, he drive parries a bunch of projectiles here. So let's see how much he gains from this. So here we go. So he misses here. So you can see right there, the drive parry just drained because he misses. Watch. So let's see this. That drive parry, so that one is 0 sum. He misses, so he just loses. And then here we go. He throws out this, and so he drive parries here. Okay, so let's see how much he spends and gains. So here we go, comes at him like this, drive parry activation. Right there, he lost a little bar. Gets blocked, and I guess, dude, did he do that at like literally frame 1? So we didn't get to see the energy drain at all? That was crazy. Yeah, like he did it like right there at the last, or did he perfect parry? He might have perfect parried the projectile, I'm not sure, but he didn't gain anything off of it. But then the second one didn't give him anything. Look at this. The second one, so after you've already parried a projectile, the second one doesn't, oh, it did give him a tiny bit, and then he does this one and a lot more there. Interesting. Maybe this doesn't count as a projectile. So the first one, this thing come over here counts as a projectile, so he doesn't gain much. Oh, it's a 2-hit projectile. So when you drive parry a projectile, you gain back as much as you spent. So you spend half a bar on a drive parry, the projectile gives it to you half back. Because this is a 2-hit fireball, I think both hits only give you 1/4 back. Look at where Blanka is right now with his drive parry meter here. So he spends half of it to drive parry here, but then when this triggers, he only gains a tiny bit back, 1/4 back, and then the second one gives him the other 1/4 back, and now he's exactly where he was when he started. So in other words, because it's a 2-hit projectile, both hits give 1/4 of a bar back, so if you drive parry it, you end up 0 sum on it. I think that's what it works. And then this move doesn't count as a projectile, or maybe it does, but it gave him a big old chunk right there. Yeah, it gave him half a bar, which is the same amount as you would spend if you had raw drive parried it. So no, this is a projectile. So on multiple hits of projectiles, you do gain you can gain plus if you block a bunch, if you drive parry a bunch of stuff. Sorry, this is just me needing to understand exactly how this works. This is why my FAQs are so good, okay? Because this is actually what I do when I'm actually writing my FAQs. This is how much work I put into trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. Makes sense to me now. Absolutely makes sense to me now. Blanka ball gets into place with Blanka ball in the throw. Of course, animation change because it's a punish counter. And then again, as a punish counter, look at how much damage this does. Look at that, how much damage that throw does. A lot of damage. So if you get punish counter by a throw, it hurts. So here we go. DI blocked it, gets knocked back here. Missed. Poke on the ground, jumps over the Blanka ball, backs up a little bit. Now here's, okay, shoots him up with that, catches him with the ground one. Now look at how high this ghost is. This ghost is higher than anything it's even higher than the overhead one. That thing is way up there. Oh, I guess that is the overhead one. So the overhead one starts up that high? Did I just miss it the previous time that it started up that high? Because that's super obvious that's an overhead right there. And then this one here. What do you mean by the question, DJ Blues? But didn't he use 2 bars? He did not use 2 bars anywhere. The drive parry was only half a bar that he used up. But here's this. So this is the overhead one that he parries. And then he throws out this one. Now look at the startup on this one. Look at the startup. See, the startup on the high one is really fast. Watch. He throws this high one, startup, it comes out right away. Now look at this. Do you see how it like shakes in place a little bit before it comes out? Watch. Shake in place. See? Shake in place. And then it comes out and the ghost, there's a throw ghost. There is a ghost that throws. One of his projectiles is a throw. So there's the overhead and then the throw. So one of his ghosts is actually a throw. So I believe he has the light ghost, the farther range medium ghost, the 2-hit fierce ghost. He has an overhead ghost, a low ghost, and a throw ghost. Pretty sure that's the way it works. We haven't seen the low ghost. I don't think he ever uses the low ghost anywhere in this, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it in the example footage that we've gotten before. Oh, reset. Blocks the jump in. Electricity. Both playing it pretty safe afterwards. This drive rush. Oh, didn't go for the throw. Tried to look like maybe go for an overhead. Got jabbed out of there. Jump medium kick. Pokey, pokey, poke. Push him away. Actually, that looks kind of punishable. Look at how fast Blanka starts to walk. See, like he's already walking and JP is still stuck in that. Might be like -6, -8, maybe safe depending on distance, but I gotta imagine a Blanka ball. Well, the Blanka ball has startup now, so maybe it can't counter it, but I'm sure some things can definitely counter it. It doesn't look like the ghosts have hurt boxes, Peter, so far as we can tell. We have never seen a ghost get hit, but that right there. Look at that standing medium, but it's normals with range. Normals with range. It's so great. I love it. Look at the range. Oh, we saw the 2-hit knee. We definitely saw the 2-hit knee, Zappa. We've seen the 2-hit knee. But boom into super, leaps forward, grabs you, and then goes into... Oh no, actually it is the forest background. It's just colored a little bit differently here. But as I mentioned, these supers all look so similar to this nowadays. Goes up there and then kaboom! And Blanka takes the fight over here. So yeah, I think we found a lot of very, very interesting things. He's got a cell phone in his pocket too. Man, I want to know what cell phone glass shield that he has on his phone. That thing has got to have like 700 cracks in that phone at this point in time. Dude, that phone screen is so dead. Is so dead, I think. So. Oh, he doesn't have the sideburns. Yeah, he shaved him. He shaved him. So remember, he's a media influencer now. Blanka is a social media influencer now. So that's where a lot of the difference comes in now for what Blanka does. Oh man, look at these costumes. I love this rose costume here for Manon. Got Chun-Li, Juri, got Dante, Ken, of course. Oh man. But yeah, there you go. That's DJ. I'm sorry, that's JP. God, I'm gonna mess that up on commentary so much. JP and DJ. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm gonna mess that up on commentary. I'm gonna call JP DJ a lot, I think, because the way my brain works, how it just like categorizes thing. I just think 2 letters. DJ. First thing comes out of my head. JP. Gorilla Glass. Gojira Glass. I like it. Godzilla Glass. Okay. But yeah, JP and Blanka, very, very, very interesting. And both characters look really, really, really cool to me. And I have the wrong chat window open over here. Can I actually change this? Nope. Oh, wait, can I? Nope, I can't edit it. All right, let me do something really quick, guys. Let me bust out the chat window so I can actually see it. Where am I? I need twitch.tv/UltraChenTV. That is up now. I need to pop out the chat over here. I just slide. Hi, Nathan. No, it's not time for food yet. It's not time for food yet. I know I stopped talking a while ago. But there you go. So that's Day. I will just call him Day G. Day G. JP. Jesus, that is going to destroy me on commentary. It's going to be like Dude, I'm just going to call him. I'm going to have to call him D. And I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's going to mess me up. But so there you go. But let's continue forward with the stream here. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, pretty sure tomorrow morning we'll have the rest of this It Was Tuesday up onto the YouTube channel, so just look out for that. If you guys are here watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna run to a break, and when we come back, talk a little bit about the upcoming events and talk about an interesting conversation about patches and how I think we need to look at patches a little bit differently in the fighting game community, and what developers need to do to make patches a lot more palatable in the future for fighting games. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and please let me know what your favorite moves of JP and Blanka are so far. And we will see you guys in a little bit.